Hello, James here from the REIQ, and today I'm joined by Daniel Brisblatt. Daniel, thanks so much for taking the time to talk to me. How are you going?
I'm very well, thanks, James. Pleasure to be here.
That's good to hear. So jumping right into it, I understand that you began your career with Eureka Street Furniture, which was your family's business, is that right?
That's correct, yes.
Yeah. And then you stayed there for around 20 years, eventually working your way up to the position of COO.
That's correct, yes. I started there when I finished school, and I worked there throughout school, but I went full-time when I finished school into the factory and worked my way up. Finished up in the position of COO, which was fantastic, a lot of responsibility. I did, in that role, I did all the marketing and all the international purchasing for the company. So that gave me a lot of sort of insight on how to negotiate and how to keep a deal together.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So obviously, for someone from my generation, a 20-year commitment to the same role or the same company is more or less unheard of. How was it to change careers after such a long period?
It was a little bit daunting. It was exciting, but daunting at the same time. You know, you're leaving something that you know inside out that you can do. You know, you can do most things on with a blink of an eye. So easy, but leaving security and security that I had was a scary process. I've got, like everybody else, I've got mortgages, I've got a family, I've got to take care of. So it was a nerve-wracking decision, but I'm pleased I did it. Real estate's always been something that intrigues me. I've always been involved in real estate. I've got a long history with it, so it was always on the cards eventually.
Yeah. So obviously, at Eureka Street Furniture, your role involved furnishing people's most expensive asset. Now you're involved a little bit more directly, actively selling people's most expensive asset. There's obviously some kind of connection between the two roles. What skills did you pick up in 20 years of retail that you're able to use every day in real estate?
Basically keeping the deal together, asking the right questions. People wanting to buy furniture, they want to buy a home, they want to buy a car. They've got a need that you need to fulfill. In real estate, the challenge that you'll face with obviously is there's external factors, banks like lending and things like that, building pest inspections, but holding the deal together is, I think that's a big part. I think a lot of people think if you can sell, then you're a people person, then you'll be great in real estate, which that's the fundamentals. But from my experience, I actually be able to hold the deal together all the way through to the unconditional and to handover is that's where it takes the real skill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people always talk about how real estate is not the property industry, it's the people industry. So did you get to really work on your customer service and interpersonal skills in retail? And does that help?
I think so, to be honest. I was thinking about this the other day actually, and I thought, why do I like real estate so much? And I enjoy selling homes and real estate probably more so than I did selling furniture. I think you obviously do less transactions in real estate, so you can afford the time to get to know the person, a lot more personally, or the family that you're dealing with, both sides, buying and selling. It's a longer process. People come into a store and they want to buy a dining suite, and they might come in twice or three times, but it's not. It doesn't take days or weeks, and it's not not the hugest investment of their life. So you'll do multiple transactions a day. Where in real estate, you can really invest in the person, get to know them, get to fulfill their needs, walk with them the whole way through. And there's so many avenues. For me personally, I found be able to offer a mortgage broker, or be able to offer building a pest company, or be able to offer Eureka Furniture, which I've done before to people that properties that have bought from me, and as not a sweetener, but perhaps as I can tell you can go down. There'd be a great table that suits here. I really enjoy that personal relationship I get with my buyers.
Yeah, that opportunity to build a rapport.
Absolutely. Yeah, building the rapport, getting to know, as I said, the fundamentals of getting to know their problem and trying to solve it.
Mm-hmm. So we'll talk about the similarities, but what is it that real estate gives you that you feel no other career or even industry can?
Flexibility. You're only governed by your own ability as well. If the harder you want to work, the more dedicated you are to the job. the more you're out meeting people, talking to people, hustling along, the better you'll do. So, in a retail environment or in an office environment, you're governed by who walks through the door or who picks up the phone. Where in real estate, you can sit in the office and you'll achieve nothing, perhaps. But in real estate, you can go out, go to local coffee shops, restaurants, sporting clubs, schools, meet people in the street. I've learned very quickly that a conversation in the street can turn into a potential opportunity for sale or purchase by just chatting to people. So it's fun. It's fun, especially you can wake up in the morning and go, I've got no prospects, no leads, nothing exciting happening. And then by the end of the day, you can be on cloud nine because you've had, X amount of phone calls or X amount of interaction with people that are potential offers. In fact, on my way here today, a friend of a friend contacted me. He wants to sell. They're selling with another agency at the moment. He's not happy with the service. So we just had a very open chat. And I find being honest with people is, I lay my cards out. I said, this is what we need to achieve. This is what I think. This is what I suggest from my experience in buying and selling houses. Take from it what you will. But I'm not going to push people in any direction. It's their personal choice how they want to promote their property or how they want to proceed.
Yeah, of course. So obviously you mentioned flexibility. What does that flexibility normally look like for you? Are you someone who, you like to choose your own hours and stick to those, or
I like to start my day in the office. A lot of agents don't. A lot of agents, everyone's got their own routine. Some people will go do pamphlets in the morning, or they'll go to coffee shops, or they'll do listing presentations. I personally like to start my day in the office. So it's, get in, get done what I need to do, say hi to people, and then my afternoons are a little bit more, I try to leave my afternoons a little bit more free in case something good pops up, that, or an opportunity or a lead pops up that I can follow. So having flexibility, and the excitement, the fact that every day is different. You're not going to work every day going, it's the same thing, sitting at my desk, sitting in a store, or, every day is different. You just sit down at a coffee shop, start talking to somebody, and before you know it, they want you to come and see their house in 2 hours.
I really love your story as well, because you really are a living testament to the fact that anyone can change their career at any time, and real estate is such a good option for someone looking to do that. What advice would you have for someone who's maybe grappling with the idea of career change, but perhaps they're held back by any perceived risk, or they've just fallen into a routine?
Look, obviously everybody has their own set of circumstances and their own needs and requirements, but I think that if you're passionate about it, if you've got a desire to work with people, and you think that this, that you'd be good at this, self-motivated, you have to be very self-motivated, because I believe you can slip through the cracks in this industry fairly easily. If you're motivated, you want to get up and you want to hustle and you want to meet people and you want to try to do deals and get out there and you have a positive attitude, I think you can do really well in this industry. It's really rewarding, little things, just even getting a listing presentation in one afternoon when you had nothing on that morning gives you a rush. So if you're the kind of personality that thrives on excitement, have a fluid approach to your career, you have to be very fluid with your sort of mindset in this industry, because every day is different, every hour is different, and you have to be able to, if you're regimented and you have to live in a box, or very regimented time, the structure in life, well then I don't necessarily think it's the best choice. But if you can have a fluid approach and you're motivated, you love people, it's a fantastic option. And the world's your oyster. Mm-hmm. Hard as you want to work, as much as you want to hustle, you can definitely make a success of yourself in this industry.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Absolute pleasure, mate. Nice to see you again. Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.